Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today's video is going to be interesting because I'm going to tell you about German podcasts that you can listen to practice your German. So before you dive into the video and listen to all the information I have for you, here is one thing that you should know before you start or continue the video. Podcast is a resource to learn language or practice the language. You cannot expect to learn or understand everything at first. It can be a slow process of going through podcast as well. If you know German or you're interested in learning German, practicing by podcast is a great option to go. The podcasts that I'm going to mention today in the video are free and available on Spotify. Los geht's. Let me know in the comment section of which level are you learning in German, or are you learning or you want to learn German. So the first one is Coffee Break German. It is available in multiple languages. You can use it for German. Now this one is for beginners. You can use it if you are studying the A1 or A2 level. It is a guy who is learning German. So you learn German along with him. There are multiple topics that he talks about. So there is a person talking in English and in German, so which is really good for beginners. It is easy to understand for beginners, and also it's absolutely free, available on YouTube and on Spotify as well. Transcript is not available, but as it's for beginner level, it's kind of easy to understand. The next one is Slow German. It's ideally for A2 level, but if you are in the A1 level, you want to push yourself a little, then you can start listening to this podcast. The thing that I personally liked about this is that it's short, and it's not like a very long podcast that goes on for like 30-40 minutes. It's a very short one of 10 to 15 minutes max. Another best part about this podcast is the transcript is available right as you're listening, so you have the whole idea of what's going on. And this one is for you if you are starting with podcasts. It's a great one to start with. And the next one, the third one, Warum nicht, Deutsch? Why not Deutsch? Why not German? And on the podcast, you will find like there are 4 series that they have from the level of A2 to B1. This podcast has a lot of episodes, so you're going to go a long way if you start listening to them. And the podcast transcripts is also available, but it's on the website, and I believe that it is a paid one that you have to buy. It's based on a dialogue set, so again it will be a lot of conversations that you'll be hearing. And while listening to podcasts, the pro tip that I have is, if you come across some words which are new to you, you can just write them down in the notebook that you're maintaining to study the languages, because usually people listen to podcasts when they're on the move. If you're having breakfast, you want to just listen up something to practice your language, it's the best way to do it. But if you don't have your notebook, write it down on your phone. It will be very useful for you to pick up words and sentences and also grammar. If you are listening to podcasts, which is a little higher level than what you are doing, but it shouldn't be a lot to you. It shouldn't be like you're not understanding anything. So listen but carefully. The next one is Deutsch, lernen, durch, horen. Now this one again is for A2 to B1 level, and I would personally suggest that if you have a good knowledge over the language, at least you're clear with the grammar part of it, then you can dive into this podcast, because it can get a little fast for you if you're a beginner. They have a website and YouTube channel for the transcripts, but it's completely free to listen the podcast on Spotify. The next one is Deutsch podcast, Deutsch lernen. It's for a higher level, so if you have completed your B1, B2, C1 level, this is something that you can listen to. It is a podcast aimed for the native, so you can understand the level that you need to understand what they are saying. Got more than 50 episodes of this podcast. They discussed about grammar, they discuss about the topics, again conversational. To get the transcript of these podcasts, it is a paid subscription that you have to buy. And of course, I cannot miss Easy German podcast. This one is a podcast for all. They discuss about Germany, about the world, and various topics even related to grammar and conversation. Transcript for these podcasts are available on some. That was it from my side. Hope you guys found it helpful. If you're planning to learn German, let us know in the comments. We'll help you out with how to get started. And if you're already learning and if you want to take it ahead and be fluent in the language, again, let us know. We do have courses available for languages. Hope you guys found this helpful, and if you did, do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with everyone. Bis bald, tschüss!